Ma'am, this is restricted military property. You can't just walk in here with a fake ID. His voice was sharp, but it was the smirk, the lazy, practiced condescension in his tone that made the words slice. Staff Sergeant Miller didn't even glance at the card. He flicked it like trash between his fingers like she was some lost tourist. Seriously? Who do you think you are? She said nothing. Didn't flinch, didn't blink. She simply stood there utterly still. Too still. It's like the eye of a storm deciding whether to move. Behind her, two guards exchanged smirks. One leaned in, just loud enough to be heard. Probably thinks she's starring in a Netflix spy show. They laughed, but the air had changed. It was heavier now, tighter, as if the building itself was holding its breath. She didn't move, didn't show even a flicker of offense. There was no fear, no arrogance, only presence, unshakable, unreadable, unnatural. Miller rolled his eyes and slammed her ID into the scanner, like he was slamming a gavel on a joke. Beep. Red access denied. Yeah, thought so. This thing's a joke. They laughed harder now, then dash beep slower. Lower, deeper. A sound that didn't just beep hit, resonated. Like a warning bell from some ancient machine beneath the ground, the red glow faded, turned blue, then pure white. Then everything lit up. The base terminal flared alive, glitching like it was being hacked in real time. Symbol formed black. Eagle wings spread like blades, arrows clutched in iron talons. All above a crimson shield. Then the screen displayed something that didn't exist in base. Protocol. Tier 1 access, alpha eyes only. Dead silence. Miller's mouth was open, but no sound came out. The guards stiffened. Something cold crawled down their spines. Then the intercom crackled. It didn't ask. It commanded. Operative confirmed. Immediate escort to command. Down, not a breath, not a twitch. No one moved. She took the ID back with the grace of someone who'd held a scalpel and a detonator when she finally spoke. Her voice was calm, but it hit like a detonated truth. Next time, don't mistake silence for insignificance. She stepped forward. The gates unlocked on their own before she reached them, and the same soldiers who had laughed at her seconds ago now stood frozen, not sure whether to salute or move out of her way, because what they felt wasn't fear, it was awe. What they didn't know is that she wasn't a visitor. She wasn't a tech. She wasn't anything that existed in their files, because 6 years ago, deep in an unmarked desert, an entire battalion had been surrounded, cut off, and left for dead. No way in, no way out. Until she walked in, alone. No backup. No air support. No communications. Just instinct, precision, and a will built from steel. She brought them back, but she didn't return whole that night. Her brother, her commanding officer, bled out in her arms. She still carried his tags, not for memory, for fuel. After that mission, she disappeared. Not by accident, by design. She was erased. No rank, no trace. No face. Only whispered names behind sealed doors. Ghost, Revenant, Warden. They didn't know what to call her. Only that when everything failed, she was the last call, and now she was back. Not for glory, not for pay, because something had happened. Something. Bad enough to wake a phantom. The file was labeled Revenant Protocol. No plan. No team. Just her. She was the plan, and they'd laughed at her. Because she wore civilian clothes. Because she said nothing. Because she let them underestimate her. But that's the thing about real power. It never raises its voice. Never. Asks for permission. It waits till it's necessary. 2 days later, she returned. Her jacket was torn. Black bruise bloomed beneath her ribs. Blood on her collar, limping, but upright. Eyes sharp, unbreakable. Miller was at the post again. He didn't speak, didn't blink, simply opened the gate with trembling hands. She paused beside him. "You scanned my ID," she said, soft enough to feel like a blade. "Scanned me," she walked on. The gate shut behind her with the finality of a locked vault. And from that moment forward, no one on that base ever forgot her. Not because they were ordered to, but because they couldn't. Because real strength doesn't wear medals. It doesn't swagger. It doesn't shout. It walks silently through concrete and steel. It leaves thunder in its wake. So next time you see someone quiet, someone overlooked, remember, the ones who've sacrificed the most for this world are the ones you never see coming, because they're already inside. Asterisk, if this story hit you like it hit us, don't just scroll. Subscribe for more untold legends, real-world reckonings, and silent heroes who change everything. A comment: have you ever underestimated someone and been dead wrong? Hit the bell because the next ghost we reveal might already be walking among us.